How's it going, guys? Cameron here with Canadian Gamer coming at you with another video. I've been really busy lately. I do apologize for the lack of content, just a lot going on. I really did want to put out this video. I wanted to put it out a couple of days ago, just been busy. So what we're going to do, we're going to talk about today. A couple of days ago, Konami unveiled kind of like a Silent Hill presentation that was almost an hour long. And I have a lot of thoughts on this. This video might end up being sort of all over the map. But the Silent Hill franchise has been kind of dormant for the last, I don't know, almost 10 years. And Konami is bringing this franchise back from the dead. And it looks like they've got a couple of projects on the go at once. It looks like Konami has outsourced these projects to various studios to work on these games, which is fine. I get it. Konami is not the same company they once were back in the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. Now, one project that was announced, which was heavily rumored for quite a while, was the Silent Hill 2 remake. Now, with Silent Hill 2, I actually have an original copy on the original Xbox, and this also includes the downloadable content as well on the disc. So if you're thinking about getting this game, the PlayStation 2 version is the version to own. The cutscenes are a little bit more crisp on the PS2 version because the PS2 was designed as a DVD player, and the DVD player built into the PS2 I believe is of better quality, better video capability than the original Xbox. I'm getting off track already. That being said, I watched the trailer for Silent Hill 2, the remake, which was outsourced and is being developed by Team Bloober. Now, if you don't know, if you're not familiar with Bloober, they did a couple of games for the PS4 and the Xbox One, and one of them was Blair Witch, which I played through a couple of months ago, and I absolutely enjoyed it. And Bloober also did another game with Rutger Hauer. I can't even remember the name of it now. The Observant, I think? The Observer? I may have that wrong. And it looks really good as well. I haven't played it. I've been meaning to pick it up. So, when I saw the Silent Hill 2 remake gameplay trailer, video trailer, whatever you want to call it, I was really disappointed by it. And the thing is I'm sure it's going to be a good remake. Don't get me wrong, for anyone who hasn't played the original. When you see the aesthetics of the character models and the way the game looks, it looks like something that Bloober would have created. If you're familiar with Bloober's other titles, like I mentioned, as far as the aesthetics and how the graphics look in the game, it kind of looks the same. So that could be a positive or a negative depending on who you are and how you look at these things. So here you have me. I'm a fan of Bloober. I played through Blair Witch. I thought it was amazing. And, if there was a dev team that Konami was going to, outsource Silent Hill 2, remake to, to put their trust in, what better team to choose than Bloober, right? I could totally get why they would want to go with Bloober. They've proven themselves fully capable of doing this sort of thing. So what's wrong with this remake from what we can see? Obviously, I haven't played it. So I want to convey this on camera, and maybe if you're watching this, it just might not make sense. It just depends on who you are. I've talked about it before, but I have the mindset, an artistic mindset. I don't always see things as far as numbers are concerned. Math is not my best subject. But as far as colors is concerned and visual aspects, I've always been drawn to Stanley Kubrick, Oliver Stone, a lot of those great directors of our era. We're talking film here. As far as their use of camera and positioning in certain scenes and how they play out. And why I bring that up is because you could throw David Lynch in there as well, right? Silent Hill 2, anyone who's watching this, if you're old enough that you played through the original, It has a redeeming quality about it, especially the cutscenes as well, that I feel like don't need to be tampered with. And when you watch the video that was posted, I guess the trailer, you can see some of it here. In my humble opinion, it's too drastic. It's veered too far away from the original source material. You got to remember, Silent Hill 2 was developed by a dream team, and everything about that game is perfect. And it's like, I guess this could be the best example I can throw out there. Could you imagine if Disney said, hey, let's go ahead and remake the original George Lucas Star Wars films, the original 3, and then they go ahead and do that, and everything is like CGI and rendered, with Pixar technology, and they changed obviously the actors, and everything is different about it. Everybody would probably lose their mind, but then you've got the original fans that would be like, no, don't mess with perfection. And that's what we have here with Silent Hill 2. How do you remake a game like Silent Hill 2? Like, how can you fuck with perfection? You can't. And that's what really pisses me off about this. I'm not blaming Team Bloober. If that company, Bloober, was approached by Konami to do this huge undertaking, it's an incredible financial opportunity for the studio-grade exposure to do this. Of course, they're not going to say no. So they're doing what they've been asked to do. So I can't necessarily blame Team Bloober. But I just want to highlight how this is, at least for an enthusiast like me, completely unnecessary for a remake. Again, the way that the cutscenes are presented in the original game, there's a certain aesthetic about it that is just unparalleled. And when you start tampering with perfection, man, oh man, oh man. And obviously the first game had almost tank-like controls with pre-rendered backgrounds, very archaic, but still holds up even today. And this is what I'm getting at here. We're living in an era of remakes, and I'm really burned out on it. We saw a Resident Evil 4 remake trailer with some gameplay footage earlier in the week from Capcom. Now that one doesn't veer too far away from the original game. Mind you, Resident Evil 4 is my least favorite probably of all the Resident Evil games. But yeah, we're seeing a ton of remakes coming out, some good, some not so good. And I'm sort of putting my foot down now. I'm sort of done with the whole remakes era that we're in. Dead Space is another one. For now on, I think I'm just going to stick with the originals. If you guys want to get involved with these remakes, have at it. Even, the Resident Evil 2 remake, that one rubbed me the wrong way. It veered too far away from the original IP. And then they did Resident Evil 3 as well, and that was, that wasn't universally acclaimed by any means, and now you can find that in a bargain bin for less than $20. But again, I digress, we're getting off topic here. Silent Hill 2, I did play that game. I beat it all the way through, and it's an incredible religious experience. And I just don't think, again, I hate to say this, I don't want to knock the dev team. I don't think they're going to be able to recapture the essence of the original game. They've sort of created their own game and their own look, different voice actors. And man, those cutscenes, man, I can't. I just can't. They veer too far away from the original material. Like I said, Silent Hill 2 is up there for me as one of the, not only obviously one of the greatest games of all time, but one of my favorite games as well. And that's just a game that's sacred and should not be tampered with whatsoever. And you might be wondering, why is Konami, of all the Silent Hill games, why are they remaking Silent Hill 2 when they could maybe start with the original? Obviously there's Silent Hill 3. I think obviously Silent Hill 2 is the one that everybody is familiar with and has heard so much about. So that's why they're capitalizing on this. So I think the Silent Hill 2 remake is going to be a nice sort of easy way for someone who's never played it before to just sort of jump in and get a taste of what the game has to offer. But if you're really interested in Silent Hill 2, in my opinion, you're better off going back and playing the original. And like I said, it's like they're really tampering with an artistic direction that really doesn't need to be fucked with. Again, it's like if you took a film from like David Lynch or Stanley Kubrick and you remade it, I would just fucking roll my eyes. You know, Stanley Kubrick would be rolling in his grave if a company like Paramount, let's say they remade 2001: A Space Odyssey starring Matt Damon and George Clooney. Oh my god. Remember what happened with Total Recall with Colin Farrell? Yeah, this is it all over again. So, yeah, we're living in the era of remakes. I am actually getting really sick of it. And it's one thing if you want to sort of keep it true to the original, but this has gone too far. This is way too far as I'm concerned. I can't get behind this project, unfortunately. I know it's a PS5 exclusive, I believe, so it's, I guess, moot point. But I really wanted to put out this video because I'm really passionate about this game. And it breaks my heart. Hopefully nobody from Bloober is watching this video. It breaks my heart to see a game like this get a complete remodeling, if you will. And I can't even imagine what the new Max Payne games are going to look like. I can't even imagine. So, yeah, that's it for me. I just wanted to really get that off my chest. I don't know how many people are actually going to watch this video. But yeah, I'm really fucking burned out on remakes, to be honest with you. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think. And hopefully I can put out another video later on today. So anyways, thanks so much for watching, guys, while I burp up my coffee here. And have a good rest of your day. Take care.